Hey, welcome back. So today I'm doing a full coverage makeup look. So super glam, well not really super glam, but you get the gist. So we're going to start off with the Olay and CoverGirl moisturizer just for the face, or chuck that shit all over. I just want to start so the moisturizer can really seep in and hydrate my skin. Then we are going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. Now I was just spraying the excess what was left in the lid with setting spray. Well, I struggled heaps doing that actually, which is a bit embarrassing, but yes. So I just want to spray that, get my brush nice and moist because it was really hard. And yeah, I just went fast paced with this. I'm not going to really talk about my brows. Everyone does the brows differently, so I guess whenever I get a request to do a brow tutorial, then I will. But for now, I'm just going to speed past all my brows because I'm pretty average at them. So, yeah. Now I'm just going to use my Nude sticks in Dirty Blonde, and I'm just going to fill in whatever gaps are needed. Now, I didn't realise, but there was actually a setting gel, and it's pretty embarrassing because I've had this for about a year and I have not done my research about this product. Super embarrassing. Now I'm going to use the Master Conceal by Maybelline in Light, and I'm just going to sculpt out my brows. I'm just going to use that same concealer that I used to sculpt my brows to use as a primer for my eyelids. So I'm just going to use that, dab that all over, and I'm going to set that with the RCMA powder. I feel like this is really good setting powder for your eyeshadow. Now we're just going to use Crème Brulee for the lid, just a transition colour. I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush for that, just to smoke it all out. Then we're going to go in with Corkscrew by Mac, and just in the crease area, just focusing more on the outer region rather than the inner corner, if that even makes sense. And then we're going to go in with Mocha. So this is more of a dark brown, and I've only used a tiny bit of that just on the outer region. And then I'm just going to blend it all out using a big fluffy brush with no product on there. Just go back and forth. And we're going to use Scandal Eyes by Rimmel London and do a half wing. So what I'm doing there, yeah, just going to do the half wing. I'm not going to complete it. I'm going to use the Metallics by Australis eyeshadow in Guns and Rose Petals, this one here. And I'm just going to finish off that wing in the inner corner. I thought this was pretty cool to start off with. Like, I've never done anything like this, so I felt quite adventurous going out of my comfort zone, and it turned out a lot better than what I thought it was, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Now I'm just going to get makeup remover and clean up the edges and make the wing nice and pointy. And we are going to use the Illuminizer by Face of Australia and smack that all over my face. I am also going to use the Perfection by Loreal Parris. It's the same as the Professional. So I've had this one for ages. I'm guessing they would have changed their packaging by now. Now I'm also using the Infallible Total Cover palette. And I'm going to use the green for my redness and the purple for the circles under my eyes. Now I have had some breakouts around my chin area, so I'm putting that there, and around my nose, and the purple underneath my eyes. I'm not too sure. I haven't really noticed much of a difference, to be honest. Now for foundation, I'm just going to use the Remarkable by Marc in Bisque Taupe. Now, I know people have a lot of issues with this, it being too cakey and too thick, but it's exactly why I go in with my beauty blender. So I will grab a damp beauty blender and I'm just going to dab all around it, and yeah, just soak up all the excess product that is not needed on my face. Then I'm going in with the concealer again that I used to prime my eyes with, and just going to dab it all around. So I have my nose, forehead, and under my eyes and my chin. Then I'm going to set that with the RCMA powder. So I'm just going to put some on my nose, my chin, my forehead, and just underneath my cheekbones there, just to make it a bit more defined for when I contour. For the waterline, I'm going to be using the Revlon gel. Just chuck it all on there. I don't know the name of it, sorry guys, so don't kill me. Now I'm just going to be using the same colors as I did up on in the crease. So I'm going in with Mocha and Crème Brulee, and just smoking out the black as well under there. I did use a bit of the black shade as well, but it's mainly just focusing on smoking it out and making it look all nice and matchy. And just on the Guns N' Rose petals, I just decided to get a bit of black and just outline the top half of it, just to make sure it's a nice little blending transition into it. It was a little bit hard to kind of blend it all, but yeah, I just kind of felt like it made the look a little better. So I'm just getting a brush now and just brushing off all the excess powder and going in with the Kat Von D palette and the two shades here to contour my face. So I'm just mainly focusing on my forehead really, because I feel like my freaking cheekbones are more pronounced, so I just don't really focus too much on that, just mainly my forehead. And to contour my nose, I'm just using the middle color, and I'm just using a eyeshadow brush to do that, and just make it nice and tiny. Just going to use the Elizabeth Arden New York collection palette here with all the blushes. I'm just going to use the lightest one there. And for my highlight, I did use, oh my god, I don't even know what it's called. I used a different highlight anyway, it's cream, and I didn't like it. It was way too pink. So I went in with the MAC Soft and Gentle. And for my mascara, I'm going in with the Grand Entrance mascara by Elizabeth Arden. It's absolutely my favourite one. Now for this little bit here, I know some of you may have noticed, but I did do a little bit of a fuck up here, and I just tried to fix it. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing a Q-tip and just trying to get rid of that black smudge. I did have to get makeup remover and do all that, so that was kind of annoying to deal with, but I got there in the end and I got it fixed. For falsies today, I'm going to be using Lash Warriors. I'm so obsessed. I love these so much, like fuck me. But yes, I'm using CKC. And for my under eyes, I'm going to be going in with the same mascara as before, the Grand Entrance. So for lips, I'm just going in with 522 by NYX, and I did feel like it was a bit too pale for my liking, so I went in with Kylie Jenner Exposed, and that was a lot better, as you can tell, and I did go over it again with the NYX colour. Now that is a finished look. Thanks guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the subbies as well. It means a lot to me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.